Hi guys, it's Matt. Hope everyone's having a great day. Well, in Chicago about 6 or 7 months ago, I bumped into this really cool guy who had a really great rig, and I talked with him, and I think it's very important in the creative space to always connect with other creatives. I had recently come out with a video this week, and his question was, what's your thoughts on the DJI mics? He's been thinking about getting them, and I'm like, why don't I just create a whole video about this? Because I think this is a great topic to talk about. Today, we are gonna do a breakdown of all the DJI mics. We have the DJI Mic Gen 1, Gen 2, the DJI Mini, and then the brand new DJI Mic Gen 3. Before I talk about how each of them work, let's get right into it and talk about the prices. And this is American prices that I got from their website, not necessarily Amazon, so you might be able to get a better deal on Amazon. DJI Mic 1s, these are the ones that I'm wearing, $249. DJI Mic 2, $269. The DJI Minis are $169, and the DJI Mic Gen 3s are $329, which is pretty expensive. The DJI Mic 1, 2, and 3 all have transmitters with a touchscreen. The DJI Minis do not come prepped with a transmitter with a touchscreen. Next, I'm going to be talking about the battery life. Gen 1 lasts 15 hours, Gen 2 lasts 18 hours, the minis last 48 hours, and their newest DJI Gen 3s last 28 hours. When I look at the specs for all of these models, to me, it's very clear that the DJI Minis would be the best bang for my buck because it's the cheapest mic and it has the longest battery life. That seems like a no-brainer. But here's the catch, and here's why I love using these mics. There is a button right here that internally records. This is by far the best feature. You plug this straight into your computer. If you're on a shoot and you mess up audio, don't even worry about it. You can press the button again to stop it. As long as this mic is internally recording, it comes with a USB-C cable. Plug it right into your laptop and all of your audio files will be on here, and they do sound great. The DJI Minis do not have internal recording. I wouldn't spend the money on the Minis simply because of that fact. I would be okay with going a generation down because the internal recording is so helpful on a variety of shoots. Weddings. Oh my goodness, this thing is a lifesaver. On the transmitter, it's a touchscreen. And as you flip through the different settings, you'll quickly realize that that little transmitter has a lot of capabilities. It really packs a punch. I was in a situation where I was filming a wedding and I mic'd up the bride and the groom. I am not going to just internally record them before their wedding because that just seemed weird. Here's where the magic of the transmitter comes in. You can swipe down and wirelessly tell the mics to internally record. You click record, it's gonna blink red, and there's an indication on the transmitter with a little red dot that shows you which mic is recording. That feature alone made the filming process for the wedding so much easier because I didn't have to go near the bride and the groom. I was really far away and I just swiped down and internally recorded and got crystal clear audio. When I came back to edit the footage, I am so glad that I internally recorded because I got really amazing sound bites. That feature alone for me justifies paying an extra $100 because it can actually save your shoot. And the wedding is just one example. Sometimes I have people come up to me, they're like, oh wait, can I do something real quick? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I have my stuff packed away. I can just grab my camera. I don't even have to plug in the transmitter. I just hand them one of these mics and I press internally record and I press record on my camera and then I auto synchronize it in DaVinci or Premiere. Right here, there's that little hole. This is for your lav. You plug it right in and then you can hide this mic easier. And I'm kind of jumping all around here. Next, we're gonna talk about wind resistors on the DJI Mic Gen 1 versus the DJI Mic Gen 2. Now, I have not used the DJI Mic Gen 3, so I can't really speak on that. But you see right here, I have this little puff ball. And I should be wearing this at all times. Sometimes on my videos you see that I'm not wearing it and I get these little voice pops, and I've actually had some YouTube comments be like, hey, fix your audio. The wind resistors on the DJI Mics 2 are much better and much more professional than the DJI Gen 1, and I'll show you. So right now I have this little puff ball. This is a wind resistor. When you're outside, you need to put a wind resistor on your mic. You're gonna have such better audio. This is a twist, and it's really puffy. It looks like a cat toy, and it doesn't look super professional, but it gets the job done. So I just take this, I put it on this little silver thing, and then I twist. Here we go. I twist. The DJI Mic Gen 2, I'll show a picture of it. It's more uniform, and you just pop it in, and it clicks there, and it is tight. It will stay in that mic. It will not fall off. So instead of twisting, you just click it in. It's much better. I can't speak too much on the DJI Minis. Now, one thing I will say about the DJI Mic Gen 3, you can have one transmitter with 4 different outputs to support multi-channel interviews. But I was on their website and I was doing a little research, and one of the things that they don't say is that this feature is only supported by certain Sony cameras. It didn't tell me which Sony cameras, but that is something to know. Going back to internal storage, because I know I'm jumping around here, for internal storage, for Gen 1, 14 hours of internal recording. For Gen 2, 8 gigabytes of internal recording. For Gen 3, 32 gigabytes of internal recording. And for the DJI Minis, no internal recording. I'm going off in the deep end a little bit too here. DJI also sells the DJI Osmo Pocket 1, which is like a little stick vlogging camera. And if you get the creator kit on Amazon, it's going to come with a DJI Gen 2 mic. They might have upgraded it to the Gen 3, but I still think it's Gen 2. This kit does not come with a transmitter. The microphone automatically connects to the camera via Bluetooth. Now, I have had a few issues with this in the past, and there was one issue where the microphone could not internally record, but I think that was a me issue, not a DJI issue. Gen 2, the DJI Mini, and the DJI Gen 3 have noise canceling features. If you see in this box right here, you're gonna have 2 little adapters. That's because the transmitter can hook up directly to your phone. Now iPhones have USB-C. Really, you would use the USB-C adapter. It's so easy. Boom, plug it in your phone. You can turn on the mic and start recording. So overall, what's my answer? DJI Mic Gen 2 is worth the extra 20 bucks from the Gen 1. It's a complete upgrade. For $20, it's worth it. Don't get the Mic Gen 3. That $329 is an insane price point. Once you start using them, you are not gonna wanna use anything else because they're just so easy and they save so much time. If you're on a budget, DJI Minis are gonna be fantastic. You're not gonna be able to internally record, but you are going to be able to get some fantastic audio. That's it for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this information was helpful. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Goodbye.